Have you ever felt that something in your life didn't just feel right, even though from the outside looked perfect? That quiet discomfort is often your values calling you back. Your values are invisible threads that hold your life together. They shape every decision and every direction you take. They are the silent GPS of your soul. But when we drift away from them, life starts to feel heavy, confusing, and certainly off balance. Today, we are going to talk about values, what they are, what happens when we forget them, and how to realign with them, and how to build that invisible suitcase of values so you can live and lead with integrity, freedom, and clarity. So why values matter so much? We live in a world that rewards speed more than sincerity. Everyone's chasing the next opportunity, the next click, the next validation, the next cash in the pocket. But when we move too fast, we forget to ask the most important question. Is this decision aligned with who I really am? The thing is, when we honor our values, decisions become lighter. When we abandon them, confusion begins. Psychologist Shalom Schwartz found that values act as an internal compasses. They predict behavior better than goals and personality types. Isn't that incredible? Values are why some people in the same situation can make completely different choices, even some people from the same family. So now imagine your values are as the foundation of your home, right? If those foundations crack, no matter how beautiful the house looks on the outside, sooner or later it's going to collapse. When we compromise our values, it can look like a success at first. We get approval, avoid conflict, make the quick sell, money in the pocket. It's all good, right? But long term, we lose trust in ourselves. And people as well lose trust in us. Our brain's reward center lights up when we act in alignment. But when we don't, cortisol rises. Our nervous system senses danger. Inner conflict becomes exhausting. That's why burnt out is rarely about workload alone. It's often a value crisis. It really is. Leaders who forget their values lose their people's faith. Companies that betray their purpose lose their culture. And individuals who trade integrity for acceptance wake up one day feeling like strangers to themselves. And that's an awful, awful feeling. To name someone that we know, think of Nelson Mandela, who lived by equality. And although he was for 27 years in prison, he chose forgiveness when he walked out. Contrast that with leaders who abandon honesty. They get short-term power, long-term collapse. We all know some of those, right? Values are the currency of trust, and once spent carelessly, they take a lifetime to earn them back. So be very careful. Let's build an invisible suitcase where we carry all our values with us. But before we talk about that suitcase, we need to see what's no longer meant to be here. What doesn't serve anymore? So every morning before we leave home, we check our keys, our phone, and our bag. But how often do you check with your value content, with that suitcase that goes with you everywhere, that has your values in it? Most of us, we haven't looked inside for years. And if you are now an adult now, it is almost certain that some of the values in there don't truly belong to you anymore. Some were lovingly packed by your parents, some by your teachers, some by a culture that told you who you should be. So before you travel anywhere else in life, pause and check your suitcase, the invisible suitcase of values. Ask, are these values still right for me? What are the outdated beliefs that once kept me safe but now hold me back? The thing is, your most important values will go with you always. But maybe you were taught to always please others, to be polite, to never disappoint. And that might have served you as a child. It helped you to fit in, be loved, and stay safe. But the adult in you know now that that's not your truth anymore. In fact, it's not helping you. And this isn't rejection, it is evolution. As we grow, some values stop serving us. What once protected us can now keep us small. So think of the value of pleasing others may keep you silent. The value of security may stop you from taking risk and taking the leap that your soul is asking for. When you consciously release that no longer serves you, you make a space for what it does. So check that before you repack. Now, let's repack our suitcase full of values. So imagine for a minute that you're standing next to your invisible suitcase. You open it and see your values glowing softly. Take a moment to notice them all. Which one feels truly yours? The one that define you now. Which ones are important but secondary? Start putting things around. And which one drifted to the edges, ready to be released? Thank the ones that they don't serve you anymore and gently let them go. And begin to repack your suitcase consciously. Place your truest, most vital values at the center. Maybe it is courage, authenticity, integrity, love, you name it. And the others around it. But it's still very visible, like kindness, curiosity, compassion, creativity, whatever speak to your soul and you value. Money, put it if you value that. Whatever feels right to you, but keep it close, keep it light, and remember, you'll carry with you whatever you go. So when you make decisions honoring what's inside, life becomes clear, steady, and deeply aligned. And the right decisions almost make themselves. It's really easy to make decisions when you know what's important to you. This is the art of conscious living, traveling light, guided by your true values. Now, how do we keep our values close in a noisy world? This is important. So step number 1, name them, write them down, write down your top values. Perhaps do it like a little suitcase and write them inside, like a little square with a handle. Then define them in action, not in theory. So if it is integrity, is how does it look like at work, at home, and in love? Now, step number 3, review them weekly. Ask yourself, did my actions match my values this week? I often say, values drive behavior. Beliefs justify it. So when you feel misaligned, don't fix the behavior first. Reconnect with the value that is behind. When you live by your values, people can feel it. It is magnetic. It is how great leaders inspire trust. It is how you sleep peacefully at night. Values aren't rules, they are energy. They are the heartbeat of authenticity. So ask yourself today, what's one value I have neglected that's asking to come home? And just bring it back towards you. Write in the comments, say it out loud, because you name it. When you name it, you claim it. And you never know, writing something might have somebody else. So if you want to go deeper, you'll find the full Invisible Suitcase exercise and more tools inside my book, Balance, Living a Life True to Yourself. And my second book, Leading with Soul, Humanity's Moment in an AI World. I'll put the link on the show notes. And in the meantime, if you like this, if you find this valuable, share it with other people. You never know who have forgotten their values and they need a little pick-me-up. And if you subscribe to my website, you'll get the 11 pillars of inner balance for free. I am Marina from Marina Zest for Life. My name is Marina Fernandez Julian, and I am an alignment coach and an NLP trainer, and I help people to reset, realign, so they can live a life of authenticity and joy, really. Until next time, remember what truly matters, and never forget your values are non-negotiable. They are your soul signature. Keep them close, don't compromise them, and they will guide you home every time. Until next time, see you then. Bye.